Hello, welcome back to the land of Kakiak. My name is Laurel and I homeschool my 3 boys at home using the Robinson curriculum as the base of our education. Today I wanted to talk about how to balance it all and self-care. So we'll start with the first question, how to balance it all. So I kind of stole this idea. I saw one of the other homeschool moms that I subscribe to, I saw that she had a video up and I just saw the title and I didn't watch it. But it got me thinking about it. How do we balance it all? Are we balancing it all? Is it even working? You know, that kind of stuff. I'll find her video and try to link it for you in the description. I'll try to watch it later. But I was thinking, like, how do people balance it all? And because sometimes I have people ask me that, like, or just say things like, I couldn't do what you do, or I don't know how you do it all. And I think sometimes they're just trying to be complimentary. This would be my honest answer is, like, if you are struggling, if you feel like you're struggling to balance it all, whatever it all is, like, think about whatever the all is to you, right? Like your house, the food, the kids, homeschool, health stuff, maybe your yard, hobbies, fitness, finances, marriage, no marriage, like whatever it is, pets, friends, church, parents, there's just an endless amount that we are all swimming in, you know? And so how do we do it all? So first I would say, if you're struggling, do less. Like, cut some stuff out. So to do that, you're gonna have to prioritize, right? And start cutting some stuff out. And then the other side of that is what you do it well. Don't, half do stuff. Like, strive for excellence. That takes more energy and more time. So when you are living your life that way, trying to improve or reach for excellence, you're probably gonna have to cut away some other lower priority things. So that's okay, So do less, and what you do it well. So the other part of the topic for today was self-care. And this is longer. So for me, self-care, I know, so funny. My friend Samantha, if you're watching, I was thinking about you when I was thinking about this topic because we had talked about it a little bit on Facebook before. Self-care, I kind of feel like it means a lot of different things to different people. So for me, self-care just means treating myself like a person who I care about and who I want the best for. So sometimes I find myself almost like disassociating and thinking about Laurel. I think about Laurel. What does Laurel need? Laurel's tired. What would I tell my friend who's tired? I'd be like, you probably need to get more sleep. You probably need to eat better. You probably need to drink more water. You probably need to go for a walk. You probably need some sunshine. You probably need to look at your phone less. You probably need to identify stressors in your life and minimize them if you can, So to me, self-care is treating myself like somebody who matters and who I care about. And what would I say to them? If I had to take care of them, what would I do for them? So it's kind of a weird experiment if you haven't done this before, but think of yourself as an outside, like not objective, maybe subjective, because you're supposed to care about yourself, but you're an outside entity looking at yourself. Take yourself off, shrink it down into a specimen that you can observe. Watch what she does all day. See how she moves. Listen to what she says. Think about the words that are coming out of her mouth, the tone, and then give her your best advice. And then do for her the things that would help her. So I think about future Laurel all the time. I think about future Laurel more than I probably think about present Laurel. Um, so even just the way I personally live my life, I'm always trying to set myself up for the next thing. I think I need to make sure my coffee is refilled and I have my favorite creamer, because that's a bad way to start off the morning when I come downstairs and there's no coffee. I like to reset the kitchen every night because I know morning Laurel isn't going to have the energy if she has to get up and start cleaning first thing and not being able to jump into the day and like in action mode. She's going to be grumpy. I know that about her. So I'm going to set her up. I'm going to set up her morning. So even though, yeah, I'm tired after dinner and I would want to like kick back and relax or whatever, and there's definitely time for that. To me, self-care isn't the kicking back and relaxing and letting go of responsibility. To me, self-care is putting in that extra 10 minutes to load the dishwasher and get it started and wiping off the counters and making sure that there's coffee so that morning Laurel starts her day off well. Do you know what I mean? It's like I have a different mindset about it. To me, self-care isn't going out to an extravagant meal with my friends and having cocktails or whatever, because to me that self-care is cooking at home from scratch, creating something with love for me to share with my family that's healthy and nourishing to our bodies and creates an atmosphere of family and a family culture of coming together and at the end of the day, and talking and sharing in the cleanup and getting the blessing of being able to gift a meal to my loved ones. More self-care is getting outside. A lot of my self-care is gonna look like work to people that are watching me. When they see, if you saw me, if you're my neighbor and you saw me going out every day to feed my chickens, collect the eggs, I like to let them out to forage in the yard, watching over them, that I'm out there picking up the yard. It looks like I'm doing chores, but I am actually engaging in self-care. So I got those chickens just on a personal note because I'm prone to anxiety and a little on the depressive side. I don't know. I'm just a little bit neurotic. And I'm very, especially in the winter, when I really get the winter blues, being stuck inside, and I won't, go outside because I feel guilty making my kids go outside in the weather and whatever. And so a few years back, and I'd always thought about, I like the idea of sustainability and chickens and like healthier food and stuff. But I needed to come up with something to get myself outside for my own mental health. So I got chickens. That was my solution. And it works. It was really helpful. It gets me outside at least twice a day to check on them. It gets me out on Saturday I clean the coop on Saturday. It gives me eggs, which now give me a way to connect with people that I gift eggs to or sell eggs to. It gives me something to have some pride in, my hobby and my beautiful eggs. By the way, P.S. I just started getting my first Easter eggs. Like, they're green and they're beautiful and they're like little gems in my egg basket in the kitchen. Anyways, so a lot of what may look, like I said, may look like chores, maybe self-care. When I organize my closet, that looks like a chore, but to me that's self-care. That's setting up future Laurel with more options, an organized closet, things easy to find, things organized by season and by weight, so that future Laurel, who's already stressed, if she's got somewhere to go and she's trying to find something to wear, she's already going to be a stress case. I know her. She's already going to be running late. I know her. So I'm going to set her up and I am going to organize this closet, right? Just take a little time. When I put away the laundry, I hang it up in a way that is going to be helpful to her. I will say rest. Rest is really important, something that is hard for me sometimes to do because I am such a push through kind of person. But like today, I had to take a self-care day. So we have been sick at my house, one after the other. We've had for the last week some kind of stomach bug, like a throwing up 24 hour, like, oh my gosh, every single person in the family's had it. Jesse was the last one last night. We were up with him last night being sick. And Everett was sick the day before. And today was just, you know what, I just had to face facts. And school, it wasn't the weakest shot. Let's just say my plan is out the window. It just happens. Today was gonna be a good self-care day. Right? We're all kind of tired and run down. Like Everett needed some extra rest, so I cut down his. I mean, he's better, but he's just tired. So all he had to do was his math and his reading today, right? Will just did math this morning with me, and we'll probably read tonight. And I just took the little kids and I went to the park. We took a walk to the park. To me, that is self-care. That is me prioritizing our wellness for my checklist. And if you know me, I love me some checklists. I love it. I love getting my stuff done. Speaking of, when I make a checklist, when I take the time out of my life to work in my planner and plan our life, and I only can do a week at a time, that is, to me, that is self-care. It's giving me some peace of mind. Future Laurel doesn't have to wonder what to do today or scramble or feel on the spot. She already has a plan. She just has to follow it. That's self-care. When I meal planning is self-care, right? Because future Laurel has a lot of headaches, okay? My specimen Laurel that I've shrunk down, I've been observing, she has chronic migraines and headaches and a fragile back. There is no guarantee day to day that she's going to be able to make it to the store to get some last minute thing to pick up for dinner. Or she may be, having to lie down with an ice pack on her head, So today was a good day for me to meal plan for that and to put in my Walmart pickup order for tomorrow morning. To me, that's self-care. I'm setting myself up. I'm caring about myself. I'm doing what looks like work to other people, but I know that I'm taking care of myself and my needs. And by taking care of those needs for myself, I'm also taking care of the needs of my family, right? Because it's all interconnected. Every time I look around my house and I give it a quick 10-minute tidy, that is self-care, because I get a lot of stress and I think anxiety from mess and clutter, and it makes me embarrassed if anybody drops by. So that 10-minute tidy is self-care to me. It's going to lower my cortisol levels throughout the day to be working and living in a tidy space. Beautifying my home is self-care to me. So I had a little project this week. I have this big ugly wall. It's just all blank. So the walls in our dining room need some work. And but we've been planning on doing paneling in there. So we haven't done anything very much in there because we're gonna panel it. But we've been planning to panel that since we moved in 5 years ago. It's just not always my top, your money can only go so far, right? And things come up, you know how it is being a homeowner. And so I finally just decided that this one wall was just ugly to me. It was just bothering me. So I went out and I bought my favorite Walmart frames and I printed out some landscape prints on my color printer, on my Epson. And I just beautified the little space on the wall. I just put up some art. Every time I walk through the room, it makes me smile. It feels so much cozier in there. It's just so good for my mood. So what may look like, like nesting, tidying, beautifying, decorating, a little organizing of closets, meal prep, meal plans, grocery orders. It looks like normal day-to-day chores, but it's self-care, right? So that's my thoughts on self-care. Oh, and drink your water. You gotta drink. I drink my water. Every time I drink my water, I put it in a, you're gonna laugh, I put it in a stemless wine glass with either lime juice or lemon juice in it. People have come over and like think I'm drinking wine. I'm not. It's lemon juice or lime juice, but it feels nice. I like drinking out of that cup. I'm not saving my nice cups for fancy parties because I don't have those. But I am just enjoying them. I'm just enjoying my nice cups. Same thing like when I get out my good, like my china. Like sometimes we just get it out to put our cookies on when we bake cookies because it looks cute and it makes me happy and I'm using something beautiful, and I think that's self-care. Of course, I cannot talk about self-care without talking about making time to be reading my Bible. That's something that's good for me, and that I struggle with bouts of being like resistant to reading the Bible because it feels like work. So I took the time recently and I'll just show you because it's actually just sitting next to me. I made a notebook for myself, and I gave myself a 1-year reading plan, and I just made notebooking pages, and I've been working in here, and so this has made it fun for me. So doing that, even though it was a little bit of work, took me some time or whatever, I'll show you, like, prove to you I've been doing my Bible study. Right? So that's self-care. So I identified something, outside me. I'll put on my doctor hat. Doctor me diagnosed that, specimen Laurel, she needs to be reading her Bible. She needs it in her life badly, and I know that's what she needs. How do I help her do that? Like, we give her a notebook that she'll write in, and then we make a doable plan. I'll show you the plan too. Just little chunks that she can check off because she loves checklists, and we know this about her. And then we set a time, and she just does it before bed because she's always going to go to bed every night. So if we connect it with the habit of going to bed every night, perfect. Reading and going to bed. Match made in heaven? Pun intended. Yeah. So yeah, take care of yourself. If you need, so if I was going to give anybody advice on self-care, I would say, put on your doctor hat. Imagine yourself in your mind, right? See yourself, shrink yourself down, put yourself in front of yourself, right? Diagnose what you need. Diagnose what needs to be gone, right? Write that prescription to yourself and make it happen. Treat yourself like you were somebody that you loved and was of the highest priority, right? Like, what would you say? What if it was your spouse? What if it was your child? What if it was your best friend? What if it was your sister or brother, right? Speak to yourself how you would speak to those people. Do for yourself what you would do for those people, right? Anyways, well, I hope that was helpful to somebody. Let me know if you think the same way that I do, and yeah, just leave me your thoughts in the comments because I think that we all could learn from each other here.